Hey everybody, Delegate798 here. This is my favorite action cartoons list. This is a remake of the video I did last year. This is the webcam version. Of course, this will include action cartoons and anime, and this will also include more shows that I didn't get to talk about last time because of the limitations of the time limit on videos I did at the time. But this is the remake right here. The very first cartoon I gotta start off with is the Toxic Crusaders. Man, I love this cartoon. I just watched it rather recently. I was on Hulu watching my favorite stuff, and I see a recommendation for this show right here, and I see these edgy character designs. They look just like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and X-Men. I've watched it ever since, and been watching all 13 episodes, and I wish there were more. Hopefully someone adds more episodes or just remakes this show altogether, because this was an awesome show right here. Next show is Street Fighter, the animated series. This show is everything I would want as a Street Fighter, as a huge Street Fighter fan, and in my opinion, it's way better than what myself and several people gave it credit for. This show is action-packed, hilarious, and surprisingly strong written. I used to always watch this show because it was funny, and I was a huge Street Fighter fan, but this show is much better than I remember. Next show is Double Dragon. Double Dragon. I love the Double Dragon cartoon. Been a huge fan of this cartoon since I was a kid, and it's even better now, the writing and story. Yeah, the show is just like Street Fighter. The show is campy and cheesy and comical, but it is strongly written. Next show is Mortal Kombat Defenders of Earthrealm. Mortal Kombat Defenders of Earthrealm. Just like Double Dragon, been a huge fan of this show ever since I was a little kid. Awesome adaptation of Mortal Kombat. The characters look like they're Mortal Kombat 3 characters. It's a sequel to the first movie, and I like how they used music and stuff from the very first movie to make the show. This made the show feel even more epic. Next is the Marvel animated series, X-Men the animated series, Spider-Man the animated series, the Fantastic Four animated series, the Incredible Hulk animated series, the Spider-Man Unlimited animated series, Silver Surfer animated series, even though I thought it was stupid that Galactus and Fantastic Four were in this cartoon. And I also love the Iron Man cartoon, even though I'm sick of Iron Man after that Iron Man 3 movie. And of course the Marvel Avengers, the Avengers United They Stand cartoon, which I thought was a pretty good cartoon for going with a B team. I thought Hawkeye was awesome in that cartoon. And then, of course, I love those other Marvel cartoons that were before it, like the 60s Fantastic Four, even though that was Hanna-Barbera. The 70s Fantastic Four, which is surprisingly good. Thought that cartoon would suck because the Human Torch wasn't in that cartoon. They had that annoying Kirby robot. Then I love the 80s Spider-Man. They're from the same creators, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, with Spider-Man teaming up with Iceman from the X-Men, and Firestar replacing the Human Torch, who I think they were trying to make a movie on him at the time, but it never came. So yeah. Then of course the Marvel cartoons that came after, like X-Men Evolution, badass reimagining of the X-Men franchise. Then you had the Batman. No, that's DC. Then you had the Fantastic Four 2006 series. Then of course you had Wolverine and the X-Men, Spectacular Spider-Man, and more recently Marvel's Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and Avengers Assembled, even though I don't watch that one as much, but that's an awesome cartoon too. Then of course, next, the DC Animated Universe. Some of the greatest, at my opinion, the DC Animated Universe and the DC cartoons of the 2000s are some of the greatest animated some of the greatest adaptations of the DC characters outside of the comic books, man. You had the Batman and Superman animated series, which totally changed my view of both of those characters and worlds. Awesome sequel with Batman Beyond. That was a good reimagining and good sequel to the Batman the Animated Series show. The New Adventures of Batman. Awesome sequel to Batman with Tim Drake and Nightwing and Superman appearing in several episodes, and Batgirl 2, awesome show. Then of course you had the badass Justice League cartoons, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, awesome cartoons. I still watch the Unlimited today on the Vortex. Then of course you got what else cartoons you have on the Vor? What else cartoons you have? What else cartoons you have? What else cartoons you have on the more? What else cartoons you have? Oh yeah. Then of course you got the 2000s cartoons like what else? Yeah, the 2000s cartoons like Teen Titans. Awesome show. I am so mad they brought that back as Teen Titans Go, a show everybody wanted back. Then you got Legion of Superheroes, the Batman, and Batman Brave and the Bold. And the more recent Green Lantern, the animated series, and Young Justice. Awesome stuff. And also enjoy the Super Friends cartoons, but the 90s and 2000s DC cartoons blow those away. Next, more familiar territory, Naruto, anime territory, Naruto, Bleach, Kinnikuman, Nisei, Fist of the North Star, Sailor Moon. What more can I say about all these shows? Then you got Ronin Warriors, Seiya, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Thundercats, Ben 10, Kung Fu Panda. I think that's one of the more underrated Nickelodeon shows. In my opinion, the best Nickelodeon show they have today. Avatar: The Last Airbender, one of the best shows Nickelodeon has ever had, man. This show is awesome. I still watch it today in reruns. I became more of a fan of the show in reruns than it was when it was on. Yeah, this has this has been my favorite action cartoons, and this has been my favorite action cartoons list. I'm gonna do favorite comedy cartoons later. All right, dog out.